Hello, Christian stay-at-home mamas. It is your girl Zani, and I'm here for another weekly video. Now, today's video is going to be so good. I want to share with you how you, as a Christian stay-at-home mom, can create passive income using your skills, using your gifts, using your knowledge, all from the comfort of your home without sacrificing your family time. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I know exactly how you feel as a stay at home mama. You have these knowledge, you have these skills, okay? So maybe you're like me. I have an international tourism management degree, okay? I studied for 3 years. I had a degree in travel and tourism because I love to travel. And I also was a travel agent for 4 years, right? So I remember back then I wasn't a mom just yet, but I started off my first online course being a travel life coach because I had that experience, I had those skills. And then fast forward, now I'm a mom of two, and now I'm thinking, okay, God, show me how I can use the skills that I have gained over those past couple of years in the online space and how I can help other moms from the comfort of my own home without sacrificing my time. How can I literally be at home and create income while I'm doing, the things that I love to do? I will never forget that one time when I was out, well, not even one time, the multiple times when I was actually out at my friend's daughter's birthday party with my daughter, and I got a notification on my phone, and I looked down, it was a payment notification coming through for a sale for my course. And at the time I was in London, the same thing coming through. I was out having fun with my family, and there I was getting income, right? Getting paid from something that I created once and I didn't have to go back to again. And that is what I'm going to share with you today, how you can create your own online course and create passive income with that online course. So I love what I do because I'm so passionate about it, because it's a perfect way for us mom who are obviously time limited. We have numerous amount of things to do on a daily basis that we cannot even start to think about how we're going to be coaching or building a business. I remember as well when I started out, I was coaching, as I just shared with you, and then all of the time zone differences. I'm in the UK, I was teaching students in Australia, I was teaching students in America, and all these different time zones was just driving me crazy. I would never forget, right, at that time I was doing hypnobirthing. I was a hypnobirthing practitioner, and so I was waking up at midnight with when my daughter was 6 months old. I was waking up at midnight to coach my client who was in Australia, and I knew that this was not going to be sustainable for me. I was like, God, find me a way. Please help me to find a way in which I could serve using the skills that I have, because I know that I have more a calling outside of my home. Not only do I want to be a present mom, but I know that God has given me gifts and skills and knowledge that He wanted me to serve other people with. And I'm like, God, there must be another way. This is the online space, right? I could be in one country and help people in another country. And that is where the idea of courses really birthed in my spirit. And it took me a while to even get started with my course because I had no idea how to get started. I had no idea how to create a course. And so fast forward to 2022, after the pandemic, and I was praying and saying to God, like, there must be a way for my business to, expand. There must be a way for me to really enlarge my business around just trying to coach one-to-one clients and getting clients. And that was a really stressful time, right? As a first-time mom, and I just moved, I was moving. We are a military family. It was just a lot going on. And so God downloaded to me my first course, and it was called How to Hear and to Connect with God. And I created that course in 1 week. And so I want to share with you 3 reasons why course creation is perfect for you if you are a Christian, if you're a stay-at-home mom, and of course if you know that you have skills and you have gifts that you want to use to help other people with from the comfort of your own home. Let's get into those 3 reasons. All right, so reason number 1 why it is a perfect thing for you to do is to create an online course is because, one, as a Christian believer, we all know that God has given each and every single one of us specific gifts, right? The fruits of the Spirit. We know the fruits of the Spirit, and we know the gifts of the Spirit, right? So the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, which we all must aspire to have as believers of Christ and everything else. But what we need to go into now is the gifts of the Spirit. And so God has given each of us believers, born again believers. You've been baptized, you're believing in God, God, you walk in the spirit, as in like, you spend time with God, you hear from him, you are on another level. You're spiritually enlightened, if you want to say that, right? You speak to God, you hear him, you know what he's saying to you, know his will, and so you ask him and he gives the gifts of the spirit. And so the Bible says the gifts of the spirit are faith, the gift of faith, the gift of miracles, the gift of healing, the gift of prophecy, the gift of speaking in tongues, right? I think there were seven of them. So they're gifts of the spirit, and God has given each and every one of us. If we ask of it, right, we will get it, and we will be able to exercise it and use it for the kingdom of God, as in use it to help other people. And so not only that as well, we also know that each and every one of us were born with a specific gift, a specific skill, right? It may come out as a passion, it may come out as something that you just do naturally. So for me, I find myself to be a really good encourager. I love to encourage people. I love to tell them, it's gonna be okay. Like I'm so positive. One of my friends said to me, "You're so positive." Sometimes it just really like kills me, but I just love it, right? Because I can't help it but put a positive spin on everything. That's just the way I see life. And so for you, it might be that you're really, really good at art, or you're really, really good at singing. I have a friend from church who's have a beautiful singing voice, right? She has that gift of singing. Maybe you're really good at organizing. I have another friend who's so good at organizing. She knows how to put aside her notebooks and have them labeled and all of these amazing things, which I necessarily do not have. And so each of us have these specific gifts, these skills. Not even looking at gifts and skills, right? It could be like me as well. You have a degree. Maybe you spent X amount of years in a field that you know something about. I had a client who has so many years in customer service. She worked in a bank, she worked in different places, and now she's like, I have so many customer service skills that I want to help young people with, because I see them struggling so much with their customer service. And so she wanted to create a course around that. So you may have some skills, some knowledge, some gift that God has given to you as a Christian, that you know that God is saying that is not for you to sit down on. This is for you to help other people with. And you're thinking, how in the world am I going to do that? I'm just one person. I can't do one-on-one. A course will be perfect for you. A course is basically a one-to-many. Just like I am sitting here creating this video and it's going out on YouTube, your course can be the exact same way. Thousands of people can watch this if I promote it, if I push it out there. YouTube could do that if I wanted to do it as well. These things are just created once, and you put it out there and you can get it into the hands of the people who really want it. I really want to say that as Christian believers, it is our duty. It is our duty to really put our skills and our knowledge out into the world to help the people who God wants us to serve with that. And so courses, they are just perfect for us, especially as Christians, so that we could put that out there to the people who need it. Why should the enemy have their things out onto the internet? Why should pornography and violence and all of these things be profusing the earth and going to the four corners of the earth? No. Now it's time for us to put our skills, our knowledge, our passion, the God-given things that God has given to us, and put it out into the world for the millions to see. We live in a world where one click of a button could reach millions of people in the world, right? Facebook right now is set to have over 2 billion people on it or something like that. Like, social media is crazy huge, and it reaches to the four corners of the earth. Imagine if you have something that could really help somebody to a transformation, to an outcome, to a solution, something that could really transform the life of somebody else, and you're just sitting on it. I love to go back to the talent, that parable about the talent that Jesus spoke about, right? He spoke about a manager who gave talents to 3 of his servants, right? And one he gave 5, one he gave 3, and one he gave 1. And the one with the 5 and the 3, they went and they multiplied those talents and those gifts. And the one with the 1, what did he do? He went and he buried that talent. And the manager or the boss, he came back and he said, "You wicked servant." I would never want God to say to me, I was a wicked servant because I sat on the gifts that he has given to me. That would be my nightmare. My goal right now is to run the race and to make my calling and election sure. And God can say, you have done the race, you have run it, you have run the race, you have won, and you are here now to receive your crown. Don't you want that as well for yourself as a Christian believer? I'm sure you do. As moms, I'm going to go into that point in a bit, but as moms as well, we know that we are called to so much more outside of our families as well as inside of our families, and courses are going to be perfect. So let's get into point number 2 of why it is perfect for you to create an online course. Let's get into it. Point number two of why it is really an amazing time for us as Christian moms to create an online course, because you are a mom. Of course, as a mother, as I shared before, we have limited time. Time management is going to be our biggest thing in this world, is to manage our time wisely, because some of us are going to feel like we don't have 24 hours. Sometimes I feel like I only have like 8 hours because we have so much to do, including sleep, right? We want to sleep, we want to eat, we want to bath, and we still want to do the things that God has called us to do. And so, because we have such limited time and we have so much things that we want to pack into our time, we have to use our time wisely. And what better way for us to sit down, spend like an hour creating some videos that we know knowledge about, we have skills about, or even just putting together some information that we have gathered and putting it into an easy flowing format that somebody can follow and get to a solution. Perfect. That's what a course is. It's basically you taking people through some steps that's going to get them a transformation. It's going to get them a solution to their problems. And so you can do that by just putting together that, as I said before, with a course, you just put aside that one time to create that course, and then you just sell it over and over and over again. That's passive income, right? So you may have to spend like a couple minutes per day marketing it, because of course we're a business, you want to sell your course, but I actually teach you simple ways that you can market your course on social media using just 1 to 2 hours per day. That's what I do, okay? And so that is it. You just create the course and you sell it every single day. And you do not have to be working 24/7. You could be out with your family, cooking healthy meals, doing all the things, having a shower, sleeping, and collecting money, making sales. And how would that be if you were making extra income for your family? Extra income that you could buy, expensive dishes, meals, eat out every once in a while, right? Take your family on trips. How about renovating that house? We're renovating a house right now, and I'm telling you, every income that comes in from our businesses, we are so grateful to God. So therefore, what is that going to be to you? What is that going to do for you if you could create that income with your own online course? Now tell me, wouldn't that just change your life? I am telling you, it's life changing. And the third point that I have for you when it comes to why courses are perfect for us is that if you're a stay-at-home mom, this is perfect for you. Courses are amazing for you. Why? Because as stay-at-home moms, we are here for a purpose, right? We chose to step out of the career field, the workforce, so that we could be present mothers. We want to be at home with our kids. I will never forget my dream. Even before I became a mom, I knew that when I became a mom, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mother. Why? Because I wanted to be there for my children. We migrated from the Caribbean. I'm from a small island called St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And the thing is, both my parents were teachers and they worked, which was wonderful. We had a great time, obviously, after school. They'll be home with us and everything. But when we moved to the UK, my husband was military. We lived in Germany, we lived in Cyprus, and then we moved to the UK. I saw how life was in these big countries, right? You're basically traveling, commuting for work, hours on end. And then when I started to speak to friends who had kids, they were spending thousands on childcare. They had to have people picking up their kids, dropping them off to school. I knew that that was not the lifestyle I wanted to have for my children. I want to be there for them. I want to pick them up from school. I want to drop them off to school. I want to make them healthy meals. I want to be present. And that was a big dream of mine. And here I am now with my two beautiful children, my 5-year-old daughter and my 5-month-old son. And I am so happy to be at home with them, baking and cooking and cleaning. Yes, the cleaning sometimes, but I'm just happy to be present. And so when I think about how I want to make extra income, courses are amazingly perfect for my lifestyle. It's great that I don't have to sacrifice my time by coaching people one-on-one, all the time to be able to make that extra income. It's a choice if I want to do that, but also it's a great way for me to package those skills and those knowledge that I have created and accumulated over those years and really be able to serve people with that. And it's so easy to do right now. There's so many different platforms that we could use to just put our courses out there and put it out into the world. And then of course you just need to learn a few skills like selling and marketing. Now hear me out on this. Don't let the word selling and marketing scare you, okay? If you want to sell anything online, don't make anybody fool you. If you want to make any substantial amount of money, you have to learn some basic skills when it comes to selling and marketing. And so in my program, one of the things I teach you to do is launch your course and set up a sales funnel so that you could create that passive income that you desire. I'm going to show you how to build build your audience on social media. I'm going to show you how to speak your messaging to them, how to really tell them about your course and how it can help them. And I'm going to show you how to do that with working 1 to 2 hours per day. It is not complicated, it is simple, it is easy, and that is why I'm going to teach it to you, mama, because you've got the skills, you've got the knowledge. Now it's time to put it outside into the world. All right, so those are my 3 reasons why course creation is perfect for you as a Christian stay-at-home mom. And of course, if you're watching this and you're thinking, yes, Zani, I want to create my course, then I want to invite you onto a free consultation call with me. It's called my Course Creation Acceleration Call. Just put me in the DM or send me a message here on YouTube or on Instagram at Zani B. Davis Coaching, and I would love to reach out to you and schedule a call with you. On this call, we're just going to talk about how we can package your skills and your knowledge into an impactful and profitable online course. I'm going to show you how you can create your course in very simple, easy steps, and I'm also going to show you how to launch it and put it out into the world so that more people can see it and you can earn that extra income that you desire. All right, that is it for today. And of course, if you're watching this, remember I have something coming up for Black Friday. I have an amazing sale that's coming on. I want you to stay tuned for that. You'll hear about it next week. So until then, speak with you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video and share it with another mama who you think it will benefit. And of course, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. See you next week, guys. Take care.